Hey there, welcome back. So I did some shopping, so you didn't have to see me fuddle through that. For the Bard, we took the hook chain, which will give a pull 2 action, and also gave leather armor. Alice was able to buy a major healing potion and a minor stamina. We stole those from Starfire. Kid Icarus still needs a lot of stuff. We were able to give him a major healing potion, and that was it. And then Mork and Mindy are pretty much like, there's nothing I even want to buy for them. I could maybe get some wands to put magic on the board. But for now, I'm just saving money because maybe I can enchant some cards. Now, a couple of things. The Bard has this Song of Speed. All allies get +1 move, and their actions get +1 range. That's really powerful. And I know I always do Retaliate 2 plus Heal 2. You really could do this instead of the Heal 2, and it could be very powerful. I don't even have it in my arsenal, but it's something you can swap out, and I think that it would be very handy on some missions. You just need to... It's almost like you have to fail a mission first, and then come back and say, oh, I need this card. Back in the days when you could look at the map in the board game, because you have to set it up, you could switch the cards, because after you set it up, you're like, oh yeah, a mission like this would need the Song of Speed. So I remember being more versatile with my card selection, whereas now I have no idea what these maps look like, and so I'm just going in with my generic, deck, and never swapping out. Alice, the only other thing to note, she retires when she gets to 200 gold. To enchant some of her cards requires more than 200 gold. So, I wanted to add more hit points to my minions, stuff like that. I can't do it. And then the last thing before we move on is let's put the difficulty back down to normal. It was fun, and I showed that we could definitely beat it. I think the biggest issue with the difficulty, especially when you do this Final Four strategy, is the allies that you summon. Their hit points in their attack doesn't go up. So you're going up against these enemies that do 6-7 damage, and you have 4 or 5, maybe even 6 hit points on your allies that you summon. Well, that's one hit, they're dead. So it's really hard to deal with. And then the last thing I forgot to mention is that Mork and Mindy here, we summon the little lizard, but I forgot there's a snake and an owl and a bat, or there's all kinds of stuff you can summon with Mork. But they're not as good as the bear, of course, and the other cards I think are better. It's all about the bear. Okay, so we can go here and protect Hail for 10 rounds. I think this screams summons. And then the other thing forgot to mention is this guy. When you have those missions where you're afraid to put summons down on the map because they're just going to die right away, well, this one you want to die because that's actually how he damages everybody. He'll do 3 damage to everybody within 2 range. So basically you drop one of these on the first turn, and then if he dies, great, because he's going to damage everybody in the starting area. We don't bring him along, but again, that's one of those ones that you would bring along if you understood the map a little bit better before you started. Alright, so it's that, or we're going to go get the ability to breathe underwater. Let's go protect for 10 rounds. It's that dang bear one again. We'll be wounded when the mission starts. Yep.
On the way back, you look at the Aster questioningly. Sure, cultists and demons aren't exactly friendly encounters, but last time I traveled these lands, well, that's something I swore I would never speak of. Hale grows silent until you arrive at the crypt. Opening the ancient doors, you half expect the place to teem with cultists and demons once again. But the stone halls are as silent and barren as
Sorry, sorry if I went silent there. I was stuffing my face and didn't want to hear you. Well, you to hear me chewing. Okay, so we have to protect Hale for 10 turns. Where would these enemies be coming from? They just suddenly appear? Well, that's weird. Okay, we're all wounded, which means the bard has to do it the opposite way. We're gonna have to do the heal to self. We always have a harder time when we do heal to self. And I'm thinking maybe go hide in a corner or something. I don't know where they come from. Like which angle. That's a spawner for the next round. Okay, we see they're coming from there. Okay, that works, that works. So all summon allies will get +2. And then the next 3 times the Dune enemy dies, they will get it. And since I only need to go 10 rounds, do I dare get the lava golem out? I think no matter what, we're going to get the thorn shooter out. Oh, and then we got to heal. Got to heal the bard because the bard is wounded. And we'll put the bear right there. So nobody's summoning this round? So there's nothing to put the gloom on. What a weird mission this is. And I'll go the other way. Looks like the beast has nowhere to go. Look at all these summons. It's insanity. And I'll move out of the way then. Here they come, round 2. And see, the next spawn point is here. Wonder what's going to happen when the spawn point's over on the other side. Got a second song going. We already lost our... No, no, no. He's disarmed and wounded. He's in pretty bad shape. And that'll be overkill. But he'll be murder, death, killed. No doubt about that. There's nothing to attack. So I can run over and get some gold. That's about all I could do. We're gonna have to go 10 rounds. I mean, these are pretty hefty little summons here, but it's not that bad. I don't think the bear's going to make it. But we can try. We can mark this one with Pierce. By the time he does, it'll probably be dead already. Yeah, we're gonna have it dead before. There's like nothing to do. There's gonna be 2 of them coming next turn. There's just so much of our stuff on the board right now, it's not even funny. I know it's going to get harder as this goes on, but I'm like burning through all my good cards. At least got him poisoned, that's good. That does a lot of damage to him. And got that one wounded. Alright, so this card here, we're going to do 13 damage to him or 11 to him. I'll go ahead and do 11 to him. So 1 hit kill there. We're gonna get out another one. Alright, I'm gonna move and collect some gold here. And yeah, we're gonna put more out. Why not? It makes the world a little nicer place. Look, everybody turned. All the minions turned. Alright, we got 2 more coming. We're gonna go early, see if we can let our allies kill them before they get a chance to hurt us. So that's the idea. I'm gonna always pick a low number and then a high number. I'm not at any serious threat right now, unless somebody does like this big nuke that just hits everything on the map. Then of course I'm gonna be a little concerned. And then this guy, I think I'm just gonna walk around and pick up money because I don't know what else to do. By the time he ends up going, they're always dead. Although I have to confess, some of my better attacks are gone. Oh, there you go. Oh, his retaliate is awful. He killed my thorn shooter, didn't he? Oh, that blows. So his retaliation killed... I'll just run and get that gold. And attack him. Yeah, that guy's retaliation hurts. Even with a damage doubler, that was not going to happen. Well, we can have the bear heal himself. And then just do nothing. Yeah, look. Have one or more monsters present at the beginning of every round. Just because of the nature of the campaign, there wasn't any. I don't need 2 dooms. I'm just going to keep the card. There went one of our wolves. More enemies on the board. I wasn't paying attention to what round. Round 6 out of 10. This is what I fear. Something like that will wipe me out. That was a nice attack. Right here, target all enemies within range. That could be deadly. A 5 damage attack. Range 4. And I'm long resting. And he's got retaliate, so he just killed. There we go. I gotta stun him. That guy would wipe me out. There's so many bless cards out there. Look at this. Jeez Louise. Look at the list of bless cards. Oh my gosh. I know there's a limit. I'm sure I'm blown way past the limit here. It's still funny. Our wolf survived. That's the perfect guy. Survived. Oh, we stunned him again. That's good. It's real good. Our wolf died. Yeah, now we got a lot more creatures on the board, that's for sure. Definitely need to do that to kill something. And then for the top part, it wouldn't hurt to stun somebody. I'll long rest with him. Where's the bear? So we're going up against this guy. Then the enemy suffers 2 damage at the start of every turn. Might be the best thing to do. I mean, the pierce one's good as well, don't get me wrong, but 2 damage goes through the pierce, so he only has 5 health. And then we just want to attack something. Next 3 times somebody died. Yeah, we'll get that going. Right there. It's a nasty one. This guy's stunned, so we don't have to worry about him. That one just has a lot of health. Alright. The Doom is going to go on him. And then we're going to put that on. The bear attacked the wrong guy. These allies are actually doing their job. Gotta give them credit. Although our spirit guy must have got killed a long time ago. gonna just push him towards the other guy. I'm not gonna damage him. I even got a doubler last time and didn't hurt him. We'll get that back. So I can straight up kill him, which I think is the right thing to do. Yeah, I have the Doom on him, but the Doom will just bump. And we'll move the Doom over to that one. There went our boar. He's having pork for dinner tonight. We need to heal a little, so let's do patch fur. Actually, we probably need to do that because we don't have a lot of top cards. So far, we're steamrolling this thing. Although there's been a few scary moments where they could have done a massive attack on us. Like this one right here. Really nasty. The rest of these are pretty doable. Oh, I can't hit him. But the plan was to move. Let's get some gold. How much gold is there? I don't want to see the Frost Demon. I want to see how much gold's there. Fine. We'll go here even though we don't know how much gold there is. We're going to get at least some. And then we'll get to do extra damage because he's marked. And we stunned him. So it's even better. 4. Okay, I can have the golem attack again, or I can go collect some gold. 4 gold, 4 gold, 4, 4, 4. So it's just 4 in every spot. Oh, let's have the golem attack again. And we'll have him. And then we'll do nothing. So my thoughts were is I'm going to go collect some gold somewhere. So for example, I'm going to go here, collect that gold, and then we'll go ahead and just curse somebody. Yeah, that guy's as good as dead. Everybody has retaliate too. Unfortunately, the Doom is not going to move to the next guy. He made short work of that skeleton. Alright, we long rest. We're gonna stun somebody. Shadow puppet. Right there. That's a nasty one. Pierce 2 against him would be nice. Yeah, he took down some of our really good ones. Yeah, that retaliate is taking them all down. I need to go finish this jerk off. Oh, the gloom did bump. Oh, I'm sorry, it was another gloom. Okay. So the Pierce 2 was able to move because that other thing was still active. So you don't lose the card just because it couldn't bounce somewhere. It just stays where it is. That's a good idea. That's a good thing to know. There it is. Victory.
Out with hair-raising intensity. You look at her, afraid that more demons got past you and are attacking her. Instead, you see her pulling her hand back out of the rift. Her forearm is withered and smoking as her gnarled fingers clear the chaotic energies of the rift. A great wind picks up in the chamber, and the demons fighting with you show fear for the first time. Instead of digging their claws into you, they grab at the stone floor, desperate to stop the pull of the rift. Their efforts are futile, however. Every last one is sucked back into their own plane. The tear shrinks to one brilliant point and disappears. Hail collapses, and you run to her side. Oh, don't mind me, she coughs. I'll be fine. This old body has seen far worse. She breaks into a fit of coughing. It soon turns into laughter. That really was something, though, wasn't it? If there's one thing I can depend on you for, it's a challenge. Here, help me up. I need to get back to Gloomhaven immediately. I have many new thoughts from my research. Yeah, feel free to come by any time, and I'll figure out some way to properly thank you.
Okay, I'll try to stop eating something here. Oh my gosh! Wow! That was definitely what we were looking for there. That was almost enough to make Alice retire. I don't know, we all lost 3 gold. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. Okay, well, first things first, Alice leveled up. Level 8. Oh, now this is the awesome one here. Next 3 times they would suffer damage, they suffer no damage instead. Now, there is a caveat to this. It's not your summoned allies, it's any summoned allies. So it could be those crappy, hawks on a ring and skeletons on a ring. So it's only going to protect 3 of them. I mean, you'll get that this card will disappear in 1 round. So it's an interesting one. It's definitely good, like, if you want to keep some guys alive a little bit longer. 1 summoned ally within range 3 performs an attack 2 wound poison. Swap positions with a summoned ally. Now that, like if you have the Thorn Shooter who's stuck way in the back in the beginning of the map, that's the way to go. This one is the winner chicken dinner right there. Now, which one do we replace it with? That's always the good question. This one is just amazeballs. You don't ever want to get rid of that. This one is mildly useful. You have to be positioned right. This is usually a discard card, so we'll go ahead and put that one in instead. And here we go. We're going to add poison. Poison is always good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and poison. And then Kid Icarus leveled up. Summon a giant toad. He moves super slow, doesn't do very much damage, but he stuns whatever he hits, and he has a lot of health. That's a tough one. So heal 2 self for everybody. The Doom is okay, but we got the Bard. And then this one, you go invisible no matter what. It's super nice. You really can't complain about that card. And that toad is only mildly helpful. So we're going to do that. And which one do I get rid of? What does it do? Attack 3, range 5, or move 3. I think fresh kill. Attack 3, range 5 is better than attack 2, range 4, and then the condition to make it an attack 4 is mediocre. That move 3 jump isn't very useful because I have the shoes I'm always jumping. So yeah, this is a clear winner. Chicken dinner. Then we have one available perk. Almost everything here is good. This is an interesting one because now that I have a bow and arrow, adding in a target actually could be beneficial. Usually I'm like, nah, I don't want those kind of cards. But like, the poison's okay. Obviously a +1's better than a +0. The only nice about this is it's a +2. I mean, muddle gives them disadvantage. I don't want to say it's horrible. This is the worst one, but even that's a +1. So that, worse is relative. I think I'm going to do this because it'd be nice to be able to hit multiple targets. It'll come up at all the worst times, I'm sure, but we'll do it. And of course, these two aren't going to level up anytime soon. And he's one away. One away. Alright. Well, we got a lot of money. And I think we want to enchant something. I mean, yeah, we could go buy stuff at the merchant, but I want to enchant something. And, of course, the thing I want to enchant is we got to help keep our guys alive. Like, for example, I got this thorn shooter. What's the worst thing about it? Well, it moves too slow. Well, it costs 100 to make its movement go up by 1. Now it'll move 2. Is that worth $100? I don't know. And here's the problem. Once I pay 100 for that, then everything else becomes more expensive. I could increase its range for only 50. So then it shoots 5 spaces away. That's also pretty good. Or I could just straight up say, let's do an extra damage. I mean, who cares how long it's going to stay alive or whether it's in range? Let's just do more damage every time it hits. You can't argue with that either. Then, of course, this would help it stay alive longer, and that's pretty cheap. But it's not the only one. We got the Shadow Wolves, same issue. Do I help them stay alive longer? Because there's 2 of them. So at 4 health each, they would, be alive a little longer. I have Pierce 2, so should I, if I'm going to do Pierce 2, I want to do as much damage as possible. So they're the ultimate, damage dealers. There's so many ways to look at this. Then, of course, the Lava Golem, which I never bring out, I can't enhance his attack at all. All I can do is change his range or his hit points. He seems to die a lot. So I don't know if changing it from a 7 to an 8 makes that much of a difference, but the Void Eater is fairly good. I would say the thing that makes him better would be a higher range, which I will never have that much money. So here you can see, it's 50 is the cost, but the card level, because this is a level 7 card, that's what's making it cost 200. So I'll never be able to upgrade this guy. So Void Eater is definitely not in the cards. Pun intended. So which one do I do? I'm tempted to say that the wolves are more involved, Although the Thorn Shooter is valuable. It's usually the first thing I summon. So here we go. We're going to make the wolves do one extra attack. And then here you can see the price just went up $75 extra to be able to make their hit points go up. And yeah, so I need 125 if I want to make those hit points go up. Now if I go to the shooter, I don't even have the 50. I would probably increase their range. I only need 5 more gold to do that, so we can sit tight. But yeah, so if I go to Icarus now, he needs a lot of items from the shop. Like, he's missing just even basic armor, which, by the way, is actually becoming hard to get because all the leather's gone. So he can get like a basic leather. So, you know, he can use some upgrades. He could maybe, you know, upgrade that dagger a little bit, or there's, you know, he can take another item. He's got a major stamina and a major healing, but maybe he needs a power potion, for example. But I still think with this much gold, let's look at this. So we got a couple of things going on. He can boost his summons, which we really don't, you know, care for too much. Nothing boosts the Doom, it looks like. So we're not ever going to be boosting the Doom. We're just basically going to be boosting his attacks or his summons. Now these ones we're going to keep because these ones are the ones that give you a bonus against doomed creatures. So this is something that we may want to deeply consider because we use it a lot, right? So if there's an attack we actually do against, you know, very consistently, it's this one. You know, and if anything, maybe I want to increase the range because, you know, that doomed creature could be on the other end of the map. So I'm trying to make sure I can hit it no matter where I'm standing. That's not a bad option at all. And they do show you the little dots here, so you could skip doing what I just did. Okay, so this one, of course, would be fantastic, except it's a level 6 card, and you can see that's causing an extra 125 to be added to the base cost. So it won't let you upgrade your high-level cards unless you have high-level money. So what do? What would make this Flying Hawk awesome? I mean, it does awesome damage. I mean, I guess the extra health would be the thing that would keep it alive a little bit better. And if it could stay alive a little bit longer, I mean, that damage is good. And the boar, the damage would be what would help the boar. Alright, I'm going to pause, think about it, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I made the decision. We're going to make the Warhawk a little hardier. So that way, I mean, this 3 damage is already good, and then just, you know, you can live a little bit longer. But you see, look, it's a $75 charge now to put another enhancement on. So I would need 175 to make it do more damage, which actually, ideally, I would like to do. And if I'm going to summon something with him, it is going to be the Hawk. I think the Battle Boar is boorish, and that was pun intended. And then where's the one with the, yeah, this guy. So the Vicious Jackal has plenty of hit points. So the one that's strange about this is we use it for the bottom piece. So the allies get to add +2 to all their attacks. Or we could for example, try to put that on. Why is it so dang expensive? I guess it just is. We could, make him even stronger. It's just that we don't summon him all the time because we use the bottom portion of it. Should I go to the merchant with that 65 and buy something else? I probably should. I just, to me, enchantments are where it's at with this much money. But I'm hesitant because I only want to enchant cards that I know I'm going to keep to the end. And it would be something like this one. And yeah, that costs 80. So I'm not even at the point where I can improve the ones that do damage against doomed creatures. Like you can see here. Oh, it's a card level 3 card. That's probably one of the issues. Where's the other one? I just thought I saw it. It's not that one. I know I have 2 of them. Here's the other one. Press the attack. That's level 3, which is why it's so expensive. Oh, come on. Why am I being so dumb? There's the first one. And this one has +3, right? So it's a total of 5. The other one has a +2, so it's a total of 4. That one right there. Why is it... So... I guess they're all this way. Okay. So yeah, so we could add a +50, give that +1 to its attack. We could, add other things too, but I think total damage is all we're looking for here. Or you can see here that because it's a level 1 card, the range is only a cheap $30. That actually makes this super interesting because it is a 4 damage card. I think the range is what I want to do. It only costs 30. And yeah, it's going to cost a lot more because of the $75 penalty. However, now we can go to the merchant, for example, and we know he needs an armor. The best armor to get that won't punish him is the leather. Who has the 2 studded leathers? I bet Mindy has one of them. So we probably should, if we were being really ideal, give him the Mindy leather. But we'll do a basic leather. Protect him a little bit more. And he should get the goggles, which is 25, and he's $5 short. So the goggles would give him advantage, so when he's using that bow and arrow, he can make sure that it is going to be tried and true. Now, he has major stamina, major healing. Obviously, the minor staminas are all gone. I think we'd have to take one from Mindy if we wanted to give him one. But I'm thinking, let's give him a power potion. And, of course, that's too expensive. So, or we could give him a stun. That one actually is a pretty good option as well. So he can stun somebody. And that might be the case, because right now, half the battle is preventing the enemy from killing our allies, our summons. So you got that one that has like, it's going to attack everybody within, range 4. Do 5 damage to everybody around them. Well, you need to stun enemies like that and let the summons do their job and nip at their heels. So, yeah, I'm actually going to give him a stun powder. Because with his bow and arrow, he can stun someone across the map. And so that makes him a lot more powerful. Now we get back to Mork and Mindy here, and with $140, we should be able to do something here. So we got the Heal the Bear, and you can see there's 2 heals we can add. The moment you add the first one for 30, the next one's going to be 100. But we can make this thing like bonker heal, so it would heal 6. There's nothing wrong with that, not even in the slightest. I would say, a bless is awesome, but we got the Bard. We also get a lot of these already. Really, it's just about heal, heal, right? The energizing strike. Again, you can make the attack do a poison and wound. Those are interesting options. Obviously, that's expensive add-ons, and because of the card level, it's costing more. But that's an interesting one. Our Swamp Lizard. Should we... He's a level 3 card, so that's the issue. We're paying a huge penalty to upgrade him. He does a lot of damage, but he has to go up and, be next to whoever he's up against. I don't even have enough money to change that. I could make him a little bit stronger so he doesn't die so quickly. That would be most of my money, but it's not a bad option. Let's think about it. We got our Punch, which has the Pierce, and we can make it Pierce 5. I think Pierce 4 is more than plenty. At this point, you would want to just add +1 attack, and see, it's a level 4 card. So that's the thing. The Rat and Bear is using a lot of high-level cards, so we're going to pay a huge penalty just to be able to upgrade these cards. So you want to upgrade the lower-level cards, which would be Patch Fur, for example, or Spirit Swap, which this one we can only upgrade the move. Now this is an interesting one. If you give him Jump, then now the bear can actually jump over terrain. So, for those moments where you really need to get through some tough terrain, you can give the bear will actually be jumping, not you. That's pretty good. But we're going to make the lizard more powerful. Or more resilient is the right word. So I'm going to spend 100. We're going to beef up the lizard. So hopefully he'll stay alive a little bit longer. And now you just saw how ridiculously expensive the next upgrades are going to be. And then we can come here and we're going to make sure, like, when we have to desperately heal the bear, it's really going to heal the bear. And then it got super expensive. And that might be the last time Mindy ever has that kind of money. Working Mindy, at least. And now we got the Bard. This is super interesting. We have $100. I rarely do this bottom portion. I always do the top. Here we could add another area for 66. I don't know how powerful that is, but clearly when you get enemies that are like one space apart from each other, we can now hit both of them. It's not the worst thing in the world. Let's keep going. I think this is the one we use more than any other card. And it is a level 4 card though. Oh, Melly. Yeah, the cost to upgrade these. I mean, to be able to bless and strengthen everybody, talk about crazy cray. I mean, you'd be strengthening every single ally in the range. Holy buckets. And then this one here, curse and poison everybody, or even wound them. Or just double curse them. But look how, it's just too expensive. So that's the thing, the Bard is using a lot of high level cards, so you can see like how ridiculously expensive things are getting. Like this is a level 8 card. And level 9, yeah, we're using all the high level cards here. So that's our only low level 1 card. And that one's level 1. We do use this one. It's usually the first one we get rid of. But we use it. So we can make it so we're jumping with our move. Or just give him an extra move. Usually if I need the extra move, I just do the basic. Strengthen all allies. We can also bless, but we got plenty of blesses already. It's just a waste of money. So then we're back to this. I am literally using every high level card out there, aren't I? Yep. So it's this one. We can increase the range or the attack damage. It's not very helpful. Like even this one would be great, but 216. I would love to add +1 attack to this. 250, yeah. Alright, so I use this for the top, and that's all I can do. I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's not the best upgrade in the world. And was there anything from here to get? Yeah, look, I'm fully decked out. So I guess with the Bard, we're just going to store up our money. Alright, we're at 1 hour and 11. We did successfully do a mission. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, get it uploading, and I'll start the next video right away. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.